Well, I think the radiators might be doing their thing. I still gotta tweak with them a little bit. It wasn't freezing this morning, but it wasn't warm. Morning. Are we gonna go the Kruger line, or are we gonna head up to other one?
Which one's closer?
Every time I ask 9292, it says to go to Kruger line, and that usually gives us the closest one, but...
Okay, let's do Kruger line.
Okay. That's the entrance into everybody's apartment up there. Sandwiched in between the Miram doors. Okay, that's how that works. Gotcha. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Kruger line. Like I said, 9292 says it's closer. I'm not necessarily sure. I think we're on a tipping point about which one's closer, and if we head over to, like, Linnaeusstraat, then it winds up being that the other one is closer. But I saw this hair salon thing, too. It was right here. Yeah. Hairstylist. So, Aaron asked me.
So, Capsalon.
Hairstylist, basically.
So what's the food?
It's named after a hairstylist because a hairstylist went over to a little fast food place that served fries and asked for this certain sort of food all the time on their break. This is what I read on Wikipedia here, guys. There's a link below. And so they kept ordering it, and eventually they just said, oh, the Capsalon is here. And it just picked up that name.
Right.
It is... like reading that Wikipedia article, like, this is how you organically name things. Someone comes in and orders pretty much the same style of thing over and over, and eventually it just picks up the name of the person or whatever they decided to name it. And pretty soon the person puts it on their menu because it looks delicious.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
Reminds me of the Fresh Prince episode where he goes back to his old stomping grounds in
Philadelphia.
And goes to a restaurant that's famous for naming sandwiches or food for local celebrities.
Yep.
And someone orders the Will Smith, the chicken to go.
Was that a fourth wall breaking? Did he look at the camera in that episode?
Probably.
Because if he should, that was the thing. Back in the 90s, they did weird fourth wall breaking. Almost like
His character was Will Smith.
Yes. But that's the thing, but there are other times where they would do. Like, there are times where he would look dead at the camera and like, what do you do? Like, and Family Guy does that now. It's animated, they break the fourth wall like their deal. Like, it's strange because some shows try to completely immerse themselves within the show, where some people treat a television show as if they're on a stage. So they will have talk to the audience sort of thing, and whatnot. Yeah, I wound up finishing Aaron's thing because it was too much for him. Not his steak. I didn't finish the steak for him.
I ate the steak.
I finished his barley wine. Not buzzed last night. I am glad I stopped recording and didn't try to do any lingering stuff.
The barley wine was okay, but I don't want a full glass of it, if that makes sense, or a full bottle of it. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, not a taste for beer, but I'm starting to figure out, because back home, the beers that were not just regular beers were so bleedingly expensive. Like, to
but
test
here, everything's so bleedingly expensive.
Yeah, so here I'm able to get like a beer every time, but a different one and figure out what I like. Whereas like, in order to get the cheap beer, you're basically having bullcrap. But if you want to have anything that tastes like something, or might have a different flavor, whatever, what do the hipsters call it? Palate profile?
Flavor
profile or whatever.
And that's not just a hipster thing.
It's the hipsters that use it a lot.
I use it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like stretching and doing stuff because I got practice tonight. And then we'll probably see you guys way out there. No reason for me to film throughout the middle of the day.
Fair enough. Bye.
We are on our way to practice. walking down the walkway. Bus stop's back there. Made sure to check. Comes at 44 in case I need to. Which means if it's like 7:17 now, then I need to check my phone when I get to the field so that I know when's the latest I have to leave there to walk back up there. Because it's not a short walk. Ramen? People camp very weird. This may not be camping though, that may be houses. There may be houses right now. Heard something on the train. The train was actually pretty full. I'll have to ask the guys about. Thanks to On the Map or whatever it was in Duolingo yesterday morning, I got a couple new words. So I was able to figure them out. I probably would have figured it out anyways. The word island is island. Like, it's just spelled differently. We'll catch you guys probably after practice. I brought my ball so that I could do some more long snapping because I'm sick and tired of, I don't know. I've not been in a great place this week in my head, so I haven't really gotten out. Plus I needed to kind of therapy my oblique, which is better now, but my shoulder still hurts. I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't know when I'll be able to go see a doctor. The unfortunate reality of how I'm living right now. Well, it is like super dark out, but when you're this late, it's gonna be a while. I gotta take the bus home and stuff, so it's one of those days I'm punishing myself by taking the bus home or something. Aggravated my hip again. Not having medical insurance is really doing to me in. Also, I'm not sure, because I was long snapping. I think I screwed up the long snap, and I ran forward as I'm supposed to do, because I looked up on that thing and it's a trick play from college, not an actual, I mean it is by college rules, it's just very strange. I got that in, did the linebacker drills, but after a while I was aggravating the hip thing. Everyone's worried about my hip, and I don't have the ability to worry about it. I worry about way too many other things. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it causes me to limp. Yeah, I can't really do anything in practice, like in terms of running, but that's just how things are. That's just the way it goes. Everyone says don't worry about the injury. We're not into the game season yet, but too much American in me says that it's an injury. You keep playing through it, even if you can barely move. Everyone's like, well, it might be an infection. I'm like, okay, then it might be an infection. I don't know. I can't see a doctor yet. And so it just, I like the fact that they actually care for me, but it's just like, I don't have, in my brain, I don't have the time to sit around and do nothing, nurse an injury. And I know, there's like, some of it's gonna come in, because there's some thing. I'm not gonna hit the bus. It comes at 14 and 44, and as I told Aaron on WhatsApp, it's gonna be a hot minute before I get home. And I think my ibuprofen's wearing off. Because it, anyways, as I ran forward, I jammed up the guy. I'm not supposed to jam up, I know. I'm like a terrible long snapper, and I'm having a freak out right now. And I'm glad I'm walking home so that I don't do this around somebody else. And I got like an hour before I get home so I can do all that stuff. Take some ibuprofen, take my pill, and go to bed. So, everyone says take it easy, and I just like, I don't know how to take it easy. Just because it hurts doesn't mean I stop. Well, you can't run. That's true, but it doesn't mean I don't try. And they're like, you only have one body. And I was like, that's true. Like, they make a lot of sense. But my drive to play this sport is so strong. And yeah, I was screaming in pain because of this stuff. But it's just like, I couldn't stop it, and I was trying to muffle it as best I could because it's football. You don't scream, you don't cry, you man the hell up and you fight through it. Because that's the football I was taught, and that's the football I try to do.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put you guys anymore through this. I need to breath. I need to focus on the way home.